Hi, my name is Kaede1. I am a independent English-speaking VTuber, and this is my thank you video for getting 100 subscribers on YouTube. When I started making content, I never in a million years thought that I would get like even above 10 subscribers. So this is actually pretty crazy that I was able to get to it with only like, I think this is my 30th video. So I am super grateful for everyone that actually enjoys watching these videos for whatever reason. So I don't really talk a lot about myself on this channel. Most of my videos are just highly edited, like funny moment videos. So I thought this could like give some insight and answer a lot of questions that I've been getting ever since I started making content back in like November. The subscribers to this channel, about 50% of them are VTuber fans that saw like the horror game shorts on YouTube or saw me streaming on the on Twitch like a few months ago. And they're fans of VTubers, so they kind of like the concept. They like me for whatever reason. And that's about 50% of my subs. The other 50% of my subs are Counter-Strike players that really don't care about VTubers or don't like VTubers. But they played with me in-game in Counter-Strike and for whatever reason liked me. And subscribed off of that. So half of these questions are like Counter-Strike related, and the other half is like more VTuber content creator related. The first question is, when am I going to start streaming again? If you were like one of the first like 15-20 subscribers on this channel, you'll remember that the first videos that I uploaded were just stream highlight videos. And that's kind of how I wanted my whole like content creation to be. Mainly streaming on Twitch and then uploading the stream highlights to my YouTube channel. So shortly after I started creating content, I moved into a new apartment and immediately had internet issues. I think mine and my roommate's router got damaged during the move. We both stream, we both like to stream, but if one of us is streaming, it like completely kicks the other one off the internet. So I recently got a new router, so that's no longer an issue really. But another issue that I've been fighting since the start of making content was if I'm recording or streaming at a random time. It can happen 10 minutes into streaming, it could happen 3 hours into streaming, or anywhere in between. But it'll just completely cut my mic off to where there's just no audio getting picked up by it. The only way to fix it, here's the thing, the only way to fix it is to unplug the USB from the back of the audio interface and then plug it back in. But if I do that, it crashes OBS, it crashes Discord, it crashes whatever game I'm playing. It crashes everything. Sometimes it'll crash the computer and I'll have to restart it. So that's the main reason why I haven't been streaming. But I've tried replacing the USB cable. I tried replacing the microphone cable. I even switched the microphone that I was using to a different microphone. None of that had any effect on it. This issue has persisted through 2 different operating systems on 2 different built PCs. So 2 different graphics cards, 2 different PCUs, 2 different power supplies, 2 different motherboards. I've tried reinstalling drivers. I've tried disabling NVIDIA audio drivers and only using the Focusrite audio drivers. I switched from SteelSeries GG for audio management to Voicemeeter Banana for audio management. And none of this had any effect on it whatsoever. It does not change the issue at all. So it has to be the audio interface. So I'm currently researching something that isn't Focusrite, since it happens with both my Focusrites. It happens less often with the older Focusrite, which is the one that I'm using right now. But it's a really bad issue, and it's annoying, and it's keeping me from streaming. But I do plan on streaming again when I have like an actual like good audio interface. So that is the most asked question. The second most asked question is why did I choose to be a Kaede1VT type character? That's mainly because in real life I'm a very quiet person. I'm not very like self-confident. I'm not very outgoing. I'm not talkative at all. The only people that I really like talk to or talkative with are my very close friends, which I don't have a lot of close friends. I have a very small social circle. And that's what I'm happy with. And but to give you an idea of like how much I do not talk is if we all hang out like in person together and we hang out for like 3 hours, at least 3 hours. And I'm just talking normally, like the same amount that they're talking. It will kill my voice the next day, and I won't be able to talk the next day just from talking for like normally for 3 hours or so. I don't talk a lot. And so the whole quiet stoic demeanor thing kind of comes naturally to me. So I early on when I started watching anime when I was very young, I immediately like felt some kind of like connection to the Kaede1VT characters. I had older siblings and younger siblings, but I was very quiet. I just kept to myself. I just did my own thing, kind of. I'm definitely a loner type person. I watched the anime with like the Kaede1VT type characters, and they reminded me of myself in a way. But more so, I like how the other characters interact with the Kaede1VT characters, like as if they're just normal and part of the group, and that's how they are. And I really like that like dichotomy. So anytime I watch an anime and a Kaede1VT character is in it, they're my favorite character. I'm also a very matter-of-fact person, which I don't want to be. I'm trying not to be. But that's also something that like the Kaede1VT characters, a lot of them at least are known for. I look at these other VTubers, and you know, you have some tsundere VTubers like Mokoko from Fuwamoko. But you don't really see, and of course you like see the yandere characters as well, like Fallen Shadow. But you don't really see like any Kaede1VT character VTubers, and since it kind of came naturally to me, I decided that I would be that niche, I guess. Also, if my model freaks out or if I do something weird, I'm eating a double cheeseburger from Wendy's, so that's why. The next question is how did I get into Counter-Strike? That's a super long story. I was thinking about making a completely separate video talking about it. Because I was involved with Counter-Strike without really playing it for a very long time. I've been watching competitive Counter-Strike since like 1.6. Mustang is my favorite, like NA. I used to watch only NA. I basically just gravitated towards Mustang and Asian. Mostly because I'm a Nuke player. I love Nuke. Nuke is my favorite map. So of course I love the Nuke players. You know, like Stewie 2K and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I was gonna make a completely separate video, like actually going into it. But I have about 700, 800 hours in the game, and I'm still a Silver 4, so I'm not good at it by any stretch of the word. But I really like Counter-Strike, and I've only really gotten into it, trying to be good at it, trying to get better at it, since I started content creation in November of last year. Before then, I was basically just messing around in casual, doing like the Counter-Strike like custom maps and stuff, like the Where the Fuck I Am map.
All right, shush.
Where the fuck I am.
And stuff like that. So, and then just watching content creators. I was a super big, well, I still am a super big KYR fan. And when he started playing Counter-Strike, I really watched a lot of people play Counter-Strike. The next question, and also my editor basically just gave me this list right before I started this, so all of these questions, like from here on out, I haven't seen yet. I haven't really read through them. I kind of wanted it that way, so I could just give like a genuine response, not planned out response at all. The next question is, will I do any collabs? No. Like I said, I'm not a very social person. I get very nervous around people that I'm not familiar with. So I'll upload videos like I have been doing, like with my friend group. But as for like collaborating with other streamers, I'm probably not. It's very nerve-wracking. I would feel very nervous and on edge and anxious, like feeling like I have to like help them put out like really good content to help their channel out. And it would just be a very like non-genuine, it just wouldn't be a good experience. So I don't think I'll be collaborating, at least for the foreseeable future. I don't think so. The next question is, will I release more music? Yeah, I have a few more like musical projects like that I'm working on right now. They're like in the very beginning stages. It's not gonna be for a very long time, but I do plan on putting out more music, both original music and like covers of other stuff. There's a few songs that I really want to make a cover of from other VTubers, so that'll definitely like be in the future. And they'll probably all be like heavy metal type music because that's what I like. Even though like my voice kind of doesn't suit the genre. How old are you / are you a lolly? I am old enough to purchase alcohol in the United States, which is all I'm gonna say. And am I a lolly? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. Right, where did I have it? I think I had it right there. I don't have the reset camera bind memorized. I mean, I don't have any issues with the lolly VTubers or anything like that. Some fan art's a little bit sus in my opinion. I have a couple of mixed, like, opinions on it. But for the most part, I don't have any issue with it. I mean, some of my favorite VTubers are Samako, Saba, which is Gargura, and Fallen Shadows. So I mean, I don't have any issues with them. But I don't know if I would consider myself one of them. Who are my favorite Counter-Strike pros? Like I said before, I'm a big fan of Mustang, Asian. Paradox, who I actually got to play with a little bit of earlier. And he is still crazy good. I was able to play with him in a casual game. But when it comes to like active roster, I'm a big Team Spirit fan, so I love Donk. Donk is crazy. I think he is the best one in the league right now. I was also a really big Magix fan, so I'm really sad that he's no longer on the Spirit team. Because he was my favorite active member before Donk came around. And my friend Jacob actually introduced me to like Donk being on the team, because for a while I just stopped watching professional Counter-Strike. But I knew of Magix because he was super young, super good. He's really funny in interviews. And then my friend was like, no, you gotta check out this donk guy that they just put on Team Spirit. And I was like, okay. And then now I'm like fully on Team Spirit because they've just got really good players that are really entertaining to watch. Before Team Spirit, I was a big Kenny S fan. Simple. You can't not be a fan of Simple. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Kenny S is my favorite opper of all time. So if you're a fan of Team Vitality, don't let me know. You just keep that to yourself. Next question. Are you using a voice changer? Yes, absolutely. I am a 55-year-old TV salesman from New Jersey. And this is how I cope with the childhood trauma. You know, gotta have the voice changer. It's a VTuber staple. Next question is, what are my favorite Counter-Strike maps? Recently I've been getting really into Office. Office right now is the most fun. I like how laid back it is and competitive. Everyone's there just to like talk and have a good time, and there's no like there's no pressure on it. It's kind of the map that everybody goes to just mess around and have fun and try new things. But at the same time, the way it's set up, you can get some really good clips and have some really cool moments on it and make some really good plays. So Office is really fun, but when it comes to like the actual current like map pool, Nuke will always be my favorite. I love how it's not 3-lane. So there's the amount of strats you can do are almost endless. And as well as counter strats. Also you can rotate really fast. It's very easy to retake sites. So I love Nuke. It's always fun. It's never boring. But besides Nuke, I do like Dust 2 just because it's like a staple. There's a reason that it's been the most favorite for so long. It's because it's a very, very good map. I absolutely hate Inferno. I would be happier just like dying tomorrow than ever playing Inferno ever again. I don't understand why anybody likes that map. It's impossible to retake a site. It's impossible to rotate. It's very limited on what you can do, how you can approach sites. I mean, it's just boring. I don't like Inferno. Next question is, how do I not get scared when I play scary games? Well, there's two different sides to that. There's like the actual like fear of the game itself, like the game being scary, and then there's also like jump scares. I'm a big fan of horror games and a big fan of scary movies. I don't usually get scared of them anyway. The Silent Hill PT, when it first came out, that was the scariest game I've ever played in my life. If you're playing a scary game and you're getting scared of it, find ways to unimmerse yourself from the game. Zoom out and realize that you're just looking at a bunch of pixels on a monitor in the safety of your room. And find ways to just keep it like that, where you're just pushing buttons to control the pixels on the screen. You're not the character in the game. You're not experiencing the things that the character is experiencing. And that's how I kind of like don't get scared and am able to just progress through the game without getting scared at all. I know one of the tactics that I use, which also can provide good commentary and good content, in my opinion at least, is if you're playing a game like Resident Evil 7 or 8, where the character is its own character with their own lore and their own story, and you're just controlling them. Like, say if I'm controlling Ethan from Resident Evil 7, and I miss like 4 shots on an enemy, or I step in a bear trap, or I just do something stupid, you just blame the character. You didn't make this problem. You didn't make those mistakes. Ethan did. And you just say, oh, well, Ethan, I can't believe you fell for that, or Ethan, I can't believe that your aim is just that bad, you know? And it takes you out of the game. It takes you from the immersion of the game. And it keeps you from getting scared. As far as jump scares go, it is like a natural reaction to just like jump back whenever something like flashes at you or there's a loud sound or whatever. I was never one to like scream or yell or make like an audible noise whenever I jump, but I do like jump sometimes. But the best way to not let that happen is the same thing. Just remember that you're just looking at pixels on a screen. Limit the volume of the game. So you can still hear everything that's going on. But, it won't, like, make you, like, physically jump, like, because you're just, you're not immersed inside the game itself. But that's how I look at it. I'm sure other people have different ways of looking at it, but, that's how I play the games without getting scared or anything. Any tips for beginner Counter-Strike players? I'm still considered a beginner player. I have about 600 hours on competitive. But the things that really helped me improve, number one is watch pros play the game and see how they move, how they shoot, how they're taking angles, how they're using util. And say like, oh, I can start doing like basic versions of what they're doing. It's like, oh, I could peek that corner, probably not as fast and like lock onto people, but I can peek the corner in the same way that they're peeking it. I can throw that flash the same way that they're throwing that flash. And that's the biggest thing. Look at how pros play the game. It's very different than how the people that you normally play the game with play it. And that's how you do it. Someone is weed whacking outside my apartment, so hopefully that doesn't get picked up on my microphone. But the next one is one of my favorite foods, and my favorite food of all time are birria tacos. I think that's how you pronounce them. That's how I pronounce them when I go in the restaurant. But I'm a huge fan of birria tacos. I love it. It's like the greatest invention mankind has ever come up with. I'm also a big fan of sushi. Like, just normal tuna roll sushi. And, as far as, like, desserts go, I like cookie anything. Like, Oreo flavored anything, chocolate chip cookie flavored anything. I really like cookies. Who are my favorite VTubers to watch? At the top of the list, I would say definitely Samiko Saba. She's definitely, like, been, like, my biggest inspiration for content creation. She's awesome. She's super cute. She's funny. She's witty. It's no wonder why she's so popular. It really isn't. My next favorite is definitely Fillion. She's super confident, super outgoing. She's the exact opposite of every other VTuber. She definitely makes some stupid decisions, but she always knows how to bounce back from it. She always knows how to take the right approach to things. She is very genuine, very nice, and watching her has opened me up to so many more VTubers that are just amazing, because she just collaborates with everyone and anyone. She's definitely like one of the hardest working content creators out there right now. Also, I'm a big fan of Lena Lazar. I love how she plays horror games, and she is hilarious. Of course, Fallen Shadow. Fallen Shadow is super nice. She's super cute, but at the same time, she just kind of has like this unnerving quality where you watch her, it's like so comfy and like uncanny valley feeling watching her. She does that very well. I'm also a big fan of Saraway. Saraway is like the coolest and nerdiest person at the same time. She's incredible as well. She's very, very funny. What is my favorite music to listen to? I love anything that's like fast and upbeat. I ran out of gameplay. As far as music goes, I love anything fast, upbeat, uplifting. But but not even uplifting most of the time, because I listen to a lot of death metal. I really like Gojira. I like Children of Bodom. I'm a huge fan of power metal, so I listen to like Rhapsody of Fire, Stradivarius, Galneris, Unlucky Morpheus. A lot of that, like power metal, neoclassical metal, anything fast, upbeat, and fun. And the last question, what skins do I have on Counter-Strike? I might bundle that in with how I got started on Counter-Strike. I'll just put that all in one video and kind of like go over the skins that I have and where I got them from and why I like them. But that's pretty much it. That's all the questions that I have. So if you stuck around to listen to this whole thing, thank you. I really appreciate every single person that has subscribed. I really did not expect to get like more subscribers than just my close friends and family. Any subscribers above 10 and any video views above 20, I see as a complete success, and I couldn't be happier. The whole reason I started content creation is because I really like VTubers, and I wanted to have like the VTuber experience just to see what it was like to be a VTuber. I really don't care, like, if I had 0 viewers, I would still be doing it, and just because I think it's fun. I wanted to stream, I wanted to upload stream highlights, I wanted to see what it was like editing a video. I wanted to see what it was like to come up with an idea for a video and create it. The two things that would complete the whole like VTuber like goal set for me is to receive at least one type of fan art and also release some kind of merchandise. I never really thought I'd have any more subscribers, so I mean, just making the model, making a video, planning out a stream, making some type of merchandise item, and receiving some type of fan art. Those are like, that is the complete VTuber experience. And releasing a song. The fact that I'm growing at this rate, you know, just being quiet, not talking a lot, not exaggerating anything, not being good at video games, and not like reaching out, not clout farming or doing anything like that. The fact that I've grown this big is very surprising. So thank you so much for everything. Maybe I'll do another Q&A at like another milestone, like I don't even know. But or other things, like if I'm sure if I get to a point where I'm at another big milestone, I would crowdsource like what the thank you video should be. But yeah, thank you, and I hope I can continue to put out like content that you guys enjoy. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you.